Welcome to Jazz Area, where we discuss everything Bay and beyond. Come walk with me, cause I'ma make you be better. Plus gold will shine, making my life a high standard. Welcome to Jazz Area, where we discuss everything Bay and beyond. I have a legend sitting here with me today, Mr. Herm Lewis. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for being here. The owner of Black Power Productions, pioneer of independent rap, known worldwide for your voice, your positive messages as well, all throughout the rap community and throughout the world. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for sharing yourself with our guests as well.
Right on. I appreciate the invitation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, your introduction to rap music and how did you end up becoming the voice of the Bay?
My introduction to rap music was with RBL Posse.
Okay.
Lesson to Be Learned album in 1992.
Yes.
They handpicked me and asked me to just say some positive words on their album for the introduction. And that came about because I was, I was just got out of prison, so I was speaking on a lot of positivity and trying to unify the community at the time. It was a lot of gang activity at a high level. And they rap album consisted of hardcore rap.
Yes.
But they wanted to sprinkle in a little positivity.
Right.
And Black C and Mr. C, they handpicked me to do the introduction.
Right.
And that was my very first time ever in a studio with TC, Black C, Mr. C, RBL Posse. First time in the studio, so I recorded the message that I'd written the day before.
Yes.
And to my surprise, the public, the world, the country loved it.
Yes.
And that right there gave me the encouragement to continue in the music business, continue doing the spoken word messages that I do today.
Yes. And it's so, what's interesting about spoken word is that I see so much how it has evolved from the time that you've talked on various albums and contributing to your own. What made you, when did you start your first album?
I started my first album, after the RBL album came out. I got such good feedback.
Right.
And the public just loved it.
Right.
And the crazy thing about it is, when that album came out, the day it came out, I had to turn myself in to the county jail to do a year in the county jail. So with the 6 months in the county jail. So the first 6 months I'm in the county jail when that album out, I didn't have no expectations of what type of response I was going to get.
Right.
I've just done what I've done.
Right.
As I'm sitting in the county jail, individuals is coming in and out of jail, and they like, Herm, everybody loved what you said on RBL tape.
Wait.
And I'm like, what for
you
real?
doing here?
So people was captivated by my message.
Right.
Including the entire RBL album.
Right.
And then one day I called home to my sister, and her voicemail got my message on it. Now I'm like, I'm tripping out, right?
Right.
And then my wife at the time, Rhonda Lewis, may she rest in peace, she come up there to visit me, and she got an RBL t-shirt on. So RBL blowing up. So that right there, yeah. And so after they album started to simmer down, after like 3 or 4 years,
right?
After like 3 years, because it was a hot album, 2 years, 2 to 3 years. I decided to do my own album, and initially I was just going to do a motivational speech, on the A side and the B side. That was my initial plan,
right?
But RBL, Black Chris and Mr. C say, well, let us do a song on there,
right?
And I'm like, well, how can you turn them back? They the hottest artists in the Bay Area.
Right? Yes.
So I say, yeah, without a doubt. And that's how it came about. And then Rapping Forte happened to pull up.
Yes.
And then we got Cool Nut from Lakeview.
Yes, may he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace, We got him. And now the album is becoming into. At the time, I didn't even know what a compilation was.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was new to the music business, so I'm learning as I go. And the individuals that I was associating with, from TC to Chris, RBL, Cool Nut, all these different individuals was lacing my boots, giving me information, giving me game on, well, you need to do this next. You need to do this next. I had some money.
Yeah.
So I was just following the, to succeed in anything, you got to be humble.
Yeah.
And put your pride on the shelf.
Yes.
And follow the lead of individuals that have been there. Mm-hmm. So I never had a problem with grabbing on the RBL coattail, Cool Nut coattail, JT, and let them lead the way. Because I'm gonna still be who I am regardless.
Right.
And that's why the longevity of what I do has been so effective.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And I wanted to go back a little bit to what you said, because you said you were in prison or you were in the county jail, but this album is blowing up. And it's a testament to how you could just have such a high and a low at the same time, and it's leveling you out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when you do come out, I feel like that was just more like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Yeah. But I feel like you were there so those people can be encouraged as well. Mm-hmm. And then it's like you move on to that next space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, after the RBL album was succeeding with major success and popularity, recognition throughout the country. Yeah. When I got out, now, I was their big homie. Right. So when I got out, I'm rocking with them. Right. They was younger than me, but they had so much love for me. Yes. All the young brothers up in Hunters Point. Yes. They had a lot of love for me because I had influence. I was respected, and I was trying to tell them, man, we can't just be isolated to Harbor Road. Yes. We got to be able to expand and reach the fan bases outside of our immediate community. Yes. Yeah, your immediate community is great, but how much money are you going to make just by impressing the individuals in your immediate community? Yeah. We got to expand. We got to network with Sunnydale, even though it was a lot of violence, there was a lot of tension. Yeah. We got to communicate with the Fillmore's and the Lakeviews. Yes. And gradually, some of the barriers and the obstacles start to evaporate. Yes. And it gave us the opportunity to network with JT, Demo, San Quinn, Cool Nut, Selsky, the Sunnydale brothers and sisters over there. And then it just kept expanding. And I remember all that. And in the midst of that, we rocking. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Listening to the music up at Ocean View Park with the boombox. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what I love is when West Coast Bad Boys came out. Mm-hmm. And that was like, what was your thoughts around that time and when you were tapped on the shoulder? It was a beautiful thing because I'm a competitor in all that I do. Yeah. But it's a healthy competitiveness. Yes. It's not an envy, it's not a jealousy, it's not no hatred. So at this time, I had acquired some knowledge about the music business. Okay. So, Master P, at the time, he had an album out. But he had already been in the music game for a while. He had a little record store and all of that. Yeah. So he was already knowledgeable and advanced in certain areas. So when he seen the success of my album, he called me like, hey, Herm, I want to do a compilation. Yes. And I wanted to get you on it to do the introduction. And we're going to do a video. I want to get you on the video. And I'm like, who? Yeah. Okay, but he was utilizing that to promote the West Coast Bad Boys. Yes. Which was a brilliant move on his end. And then he took me, then he got RBL, he got Selsky, he got everybody that was on my compilation. 80% of the individuals that was on my compilation, Master P grabbed them, and then he added some bigger artists like Sibo. Yes. He added Keek the Sneak. Yeah. He added Dub C. So then that took it to another level.
Yeah, it did.
You know, and it was good. You know, I was happy to be a part of it.
Yes.
Because of the way he approached me out of respect.
Right.
And even now today, he still got a lot of respect for me. And I appreciate him as an individual, as a man. And he appreciated me the same way. So it's all love.
I love that. And I love how you guys were able to get everyone together. And I feel like you were the glue for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because he realized I have to tap Herm on the shoulder first. Yeah. And Herm gonna get everybody. Yeah. And then we just gonna work all of this out.
Right.
And I think back to what you were telling me when we spoke about when your basketball coach tapped you on the shoulder to be the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like when I was in high school, growing up, we all participated in athletic activities.
Yeah.
You know, whether it was from the gym, and that's how we got our initial recognition in the neighborhoods. You know, wrestling, boxing, no gun activity, no violence.
Yes.
You know, we can throw hands, and the next day we at the basketball court. So by the time I get to high school, I'm pretty good at basketball.
Right.
I wasn't great, but I was a competitor, and I had leadership capabilities.
Yes.
My coach thought the same thing. And when he handpicked me and tapped me on the shoulder and say, "Hey, Herm, we're going to make you the captain of the team," my confidence just soared.
Wow.
Because I wasn't the best player on the team by far. Everybody on my team was All-American athletes.
Right.
On their way to D1 colleges.
Right.
I was just, but he seen something in me, and all these guys were 6'6", 6'8", 6'9", but they all respected me as the captain, the leader. You know, and that right there was a vote of confidence, and I have carried that with me throughout my life, from the streets, the game, everything that I participated in. I've pretty much been in a leadership position.
Yes.
And when I say leadership position, it's not like I'm calling shots, because I never have went out my way to put myself in a position of leadership.
Right.
But what I found to realize, and what I noticed, especially when I went to prison, is if I'm in an environment, this is what I know about myself.
Right.
If I'm in an environment consistently for a period of time, individuals start to acknowledge and feel, man, there's something about this dude.
Yes.
This dude got leadership ability.
Yes.
I can be in Japan. If I'm in Japan, I'm going to represent the Bay Area.
Right.
The jazz area.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to represent, and people is going to gravitate toward who I am.
Right.
You know, I don't bounce in the room or go to the front of the line and say, "I'm Herm."
Right.
No, you know, I know individuals
we know people who do that.
And I've never been that. And some of the guys that if I'm with a few of the homies and come on, Herm. Man, dude, I don't rock like that. Yeah, man. If the security, if they see me and want to acknowledge me and pull me through, man, cool.
Yeah.
But man, I'm not trying to be pushing up on people like, man, I'm Herm. No, I don't do that. I don't like that.
And the people that do that, I feel like they don't. There's a lot of people that are leaders that should not be leaders.
Right.
And they don't have that leadership quality, but yet they are in those positions. So yes, we do know people who bogart their way through the building. It's like, you really didn't have to do that.
Have to do that, right. Intimidating everybody along the way. Yeah, that ain't my style.
No. And it's just not helpful for anybody.
Right. You know, I have a personality to where, you know, I can turn the switch on.
Right. Yes.
If the circumstances required it.
Yes.
Man, I can flip the switch and become aggressive and you know, and more assertive.
Yes.
But I prefer, you know, just
sit back,
being calm, cool, and collected, and just let the public or the powers that be acknowledge me and say, man, that's Herm, man, bring him on in.
Yes.
You know, that's how
I have a lyric in my song that speaks about that. It's like, just because I don't respond don't mean I didn't catch it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so sometimes people think when you're quiet, you don't get it or you're not paying attention. But the quiet ones that don't respond are usually the ones that are paying attention. I had a question about Black consciousness. What's your definition of that?
Black consciousness is, for me, it's like, for me, it's unity.
Yeah.
Loving on the sisters in a productive, positive way, loving on the brothers, the homies, with respect, regardless of where they from, what neighborhood, and then it even extends out to other nationalities.
Yes.
Because for me, I have in my endeavors through music, I have associated with different nationalities.
Right.
And I have got a lot of support.
Yes.
Okay, when you're in the music business or in any profession, whether it's podcasting or whatever, everybody is not going to be African American.
Right.
And my allegiance is definitely to the African American community.
Right.
But at the same time, we got to be receptive to extending out.
Yes.
Because if you don't extend out, you're going to miss opportunities and you're going to miss being blessed by some great people.
Yeah.
Billy Jam, Hip Hop Slam, don't give a damn. That's one of my mentors, a white guy.
Yes.
Buddha Bob from City Hall Records, white guy, but good people.
Yes.
But Black consciousness is Huey P. Newton.
Yeah.
Bobby Seale.
Yes.
Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Yes.
May rest in peace.
Yes,
we just lost him.
Peace. Yeah.
Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Individuals like that. And just, Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
The studying of them type of individuals expand your mind capacity to be receptive to the challenges and the struggles that African Americans had to endure. It's still enduring today.
Yeah.
And society is constantly evolving. And if you're trying to run an organization that's successful, you're going to have to be receptive to reaching out to other nationalities. And other nationalities is going to have to be receptive because you know the difference.
Yeah.
You know if you're dealing with a Caucasian person or Asian person or a Latino person, if they on that same wavelength, progress can be made.
Yes.
Unity can be established. Like my brother Gold Toes.
Yes.
Black and Brown Entertainment. Solid dude. We did our music before, and he's in Houston now doing his thing. The same with Ghazi over at Empire Records.
Okay.
You can't elevate to where you need to be if you got animosity toward these individuals, because these individuals is making billion-dollar moves.
Right.
And individuals like, and Mr. Fab.
Yes.
Individuals like that. African American.
Right.
Nothing but respect and love for him.
Right.
Because I see his passion.
Oh, yeah.
I see his passion, and he don't just talk it, but he walk it.
Yeah, and he really helps the community a lot.
He ain't just talking and he walking it.
Yeah.
Same with me. I'm not gonna talk something that I'm not walking.
Right.
I'm not gonna perpetrate as if I'm doing this and then I'm living a different way.
Right.
This is reality.
Yes.
This is who I am.
Yes.
But yeah.
Even with all the AI going on, I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the transition, I feel like the transition, well, my age group, I'm 45, so I feel like my age group have watched so many different things. Your age group too. We've gone from playing outside to
full-blown,
the computer is the world.
Yeah. That's what it is right there.
The computer is the world.
Yeah.
And I feel like, it's cool, but you gotta, get off of it to really absorb life still.
And that's good information right there, because the computer, technology, AI, all of that is advancing tremendously fast.
Yeah.
It's advancing so fast to where humans is having a difficult time staying on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
And if you don't, and you have to have the discipline now, because it's addictive.
Yeah, it is.
All this platform stuff.
Yeah.
Social media, all these different platforms.
Yeah.
It's addictive, and if you don't get a hold of it now and start to adapt and adjust to where, man, look, I got to purposely.
Right.
I do this now. I got to purposely sit my phone down in the other room and ignore it for 2 hours.
Yes.
Ignore it. Read a book.
Right.
Or watch an educational video.
Yes.
Or read an educational book.
Yeah.
Meditate, pray, do what's required to keep your sanity. Because cook, clean up your house.
Yeah.
Without the phone being a distraction.
Right, because I guarantee you it's something that you are ignoring.
Oh, a lot of stuff.
Because what do they call it? Doom scrolling?
Yeah,
it's like you can continuously do it, but then it's like, no, but like you said, intentionally putting it down.
You got to intentionally put it down.
Yeah.
And you got to discipline yourself to disconnect.
Yeah.
You got to purposely detox.
Yeah.
So what I do, I've been doing 2 hours from 8 to 12. I don't even look at my phone.
Yeah.
You know, I have been disciplining myself. Dude, go. It took me. Go clean your garage out. How about that?
Yes.
Without your phone being nowhere near
you.
Okay, put it on the charger. Okay, and go clean your garage out. What about that closet upstairs?
Right.
There's other things that you can do that and it don't require the phone, the social media, distractions.
Yeah.
And parents, like my daughter, she had 2 grandkids. She got 2 sons and a daughter.
Yes.
And they whole thing, they want their tablet. They want the technology.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're cool, but sometimes you got to purposely take that from them, put it up, and make them do something else.
Oh, yes.
The other day, over the weekend, they was at my house. I'm like, dude, go get on your bike.
Go outside.
Man, I get frustrated now when I see them in the room, like on the couch.
Yeah.
Nah, I get frustrated with it and say, man, go outside.
Yeah, you got to go outside.
Go get on your bike.
Yes.
But I don't want to, man, go ride your bike. Go shoot a basketball. Yeah.
You got to do something.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, it's like we didn't have phones. We were everywhere, walking everywhere, taking a bus everywhere.
Mhm.
We were out enjoying the malls, and we didn't have phones.
No.
And we had a good life.
Yeah, we had a good life. And you know, phones is, the technology is valuable.
Yeah.
And it have advanced the culture, society.
Yeah.
So it's valuable, but at this stage, it's becoming more addictive. And if you don't, and so you want to utilize it to benefit you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to, it's like you don't want the phone to control you. You want to control your phone.
Yes.
Okay. You want to control your social media activity. Okay. And nothing wrong with social media activity. You just got to engage in a positive, productive way.
Yeah.
And avoid content that's going to have you depressed, content that's going to have you having suicidal thoughts, content that's going to have you feeling like, man, I'm too far behind.
Right.
I'm too old.
Right.
Dude, I mean, if you strolling like that and you seeing stuff that's bringing your spirits down, your enthusiasm down, disconnect.
Yes.
Okay? Because in reality, because social media is not reality.
No.
Most individuals, me included, is going to put their highlight reel up.
Yes.
People is going to post their highlight reel, the best of the best.
It's they're marketing themselves.
But in reality, at home, man, he ain't even cleaned up his room. His bed ain't made.
Right.
Her bed ain't
do
made.
the homework.
She ain't done the kitchen.
Yes.
Come on, so you gotta just keep things in perspective.
Yeah, and you have to, what you just said, the comparison.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is so dangerous. I was having a conversation with someone, and they made a statement, and they were basically asking me how I felt about them or how I look at them. And I was like, well, I don't compare my life to anyone. That is a dangerous thing to do because we all have different spaces we're supposed to be in, different levels. We're different people. God gave us all a fingerprint that is different. It's billions of people in this world. So if you have a different fingerprint, a different way of thinking, why would I then go ahead and compare myself? And I feel like get away from people that compare themselves to you. Or if you're comparing yourself to someone else, you need to really, really do some self-check-ins because that is a dangerous game.
Yeah.
You should be taking notes on self.
Yeah.
If someone can help you, like you said, you have this camaraderie, people in your life that care about you and want the best for you, you engage and you learn from, but you don't go comparing yourself to people in life.
No,
Yeah.
that's an unhealthy habit.
Yeah.
That you don't want to get involved in.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody is running their own race. Just like you said, everybody got a different fingerprint. And everybody is running their own race. And focus on your race.
Yes.
You know, and be the best individual you can be.
Yeah.
Be better than you was yesterday.
Yes.
Because there's so many challenges out here now.
Oh my gosh.
There's so many obstacles out here.
Yes.
Man, dude. Man, you ain't got time to be focusing on everybody else.
No.
Man, you got too many responsibilities.
Yes.
You know, they cutting jobs. Prices is going up. The economy is bad. And focus on what you got to do to maintain your space.
Yes.
Your livelihood.
Your family.
Your family.
Yeah.
That's what you need to concentrate on.
Yeah.
Anything other than that is irrelevant.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely. I wanted to, you said you love to read books when, you know, especially when you were locked up, you felt like you had to just really feed your brain. You made a powerful statement. You said you made a commitment to God. Can you tell me about that?
Oh, yeah. You know, when I was in, you know, I had done 2 years. I'd done 2 years in the penitentiary, San Quentin and Solano. I get out, after doing 2 years, I get out, and I stay out for 28 days. So the first 15 days I'm out, I'm rocking with my program, all positivity. My objective was not to smoke, not to use no crack, not to use no coke. You know, smoking weed and having a Miller draft was acceptable for me.
Right.
But after the 15th day, I go to the club, the Waterloo, right there on 3rd across the street from B&J. Back in the days, I go to the club and I have a drink, a Long Island iced tea. I think I had 2 of them. So now I'm sort of intoxicated and my thoughts is like weavering. And when I walk out the club, I happen to see a chick that I used to get high with. And she say, "Hey, Herm," give me a big hug and, you know, just the physical contact, the big hug. We end up going to the hotel, the Bayside, which I had already had a room. Get to the Bayside, and she smoked. She say, "Herm, is it okay to smoke a cigarette?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." Say, "It got crack in it." Now, I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." I ain't got no intentions on smoking no crack.
Right.
But I let her smoke the cigarette thinking I can endure and handle the temptation. As she's smoking the cigarette, the temptation is grabbing at me like this.
Right.
And I'm resisting it, trying to watch the game. The cigarette get down here right to the butt. I said, "Let me hit that." And she didn't hesitate to pass it to me. And I hit it, and just that little bit of butt of a cigarette, all of my positive thoughts was like, out the window. And I had like $1,000 in my pocket. And I go to the Sunnydale, Hunters Point, Fillmore, just buying dope, buying crack. And from the 15th day to the 28th day, I was using crack. And the police happened to pull up at 2:30 in the morning. And I'm standing out there in West Point with my pockets inside out, no money, tweaking.
Right.
And the police looked at me and say, "Herm." The police knew who I was.
Yeah.
"Herm, is you on that shit again? I'm taking your black ass to jail." Just like that. Took me to jail and I went and done 2 more years. So after the 2 years, after me doing 2 years, I'm finna get out next week.
Right.
This is the story you talking about. This is where God came into my life. I had just quit smoking cigarettes. I had just recently started reading my Bible. and I'm getting out next week. But 2 days before my release date, the police raid the compound, the cell block, and they find a knife over here, find some educational Black conscience material, revolutionary material in my cell.
Right.
And they give me an extra year in solitary confinement SHU program. So when they send me the solitary confinement SHU program. So instead of me getting out next week, they give me a whole extra year. So the year so when I go to the cell, the only thing that was in the cell was a pack of cigarettes and the Bible. And God spoke to me just as surely as I'm speaking to you, Jazz. He say, if you smoke the cigarettes, you're going to smoke crack when you get out. If you read the Bible, I'm going to walk you through this year. And I threw the cigarettes out. I tossed them, threw them out, picked up the Bible, read the Bible. And that year was like this, the easiest year ever done. Because God was in my life.
Right.
And when I was ready to parole, I made a commitment to God. I say, God, since you enabled me to avoid the cigarettes,
right,
endure this difficult time of being in solitary confinement for a year,
right,
I know that you can sustain me out in the free world.
yes.
So my objective and my commitment to you is I'm going to read my Bible, read my other educational material, just like I did when I was in jail.
Right.
And he said, if you do that, I'm going to bless you. And it's been 36 years. I ain't smoked a cigarette. I ain't smoked no weed. I ain't used no coke, no crack, no pills or nothing.
Right.
And that's because of God. And so, and even after these 36 years, before I got here, I read my Bible. Right. I read my educational material. I done my meditation. I done everything that I did when I was in solitary confinement.
Right.
35 years ago. I do that today.
Staying consistent.
Yeah. Give me peace of mind.
Yeah.
And if I don't do it, I'm agitated.
Right.
I'm easily frustrated.
Right.
Yeah, and people know. If I don't get my study and my meditation, my Bible, my little program in, yeah, I'm not the same person outside. I'm impatient. I'm quick to get ticked off.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important to have a program. Most people don't.
Yeah.
Like you say, some people, get up in the morning. I've done it myself. Pick up the phone. Yeah. But if, you get up in the morning, pick up a book or meditate or, do something that's going to calm your nervous system and really loving on yourself.
Yeah.
And also, too, because it's not just with drugs. It could be, negative thinking. Like the person was quick to hand you something. It's like it's almost like they're there to watch you fall.
Yeah, they want to sabotage your progress. Oh yeah, and people, because everybody is not going, just like I was telling you earlier, everybody ain't going to pat you on the back.
No.
Everybody ain't going to give you that encouragement. That's why you got to get it from the Lord.
Yeah.
And then you got to get it from, you got to provide it yourself.
Yes.
And every now and then, it may be your makeup artist, it may be one of your producers, it's going to pat you on the back. It may be your kid, it may be a friend from back in the day that's going to pat you on the back. Every now and then.
Yeah.
And when you get that, you receive it, you appreciate it, and you keep striving.
Yeah, but don't go looking for it.
Don't go looking for it because it ain't coming. No. It ain't coming.
People, as soon as you do something cool, I mean, even for myself, like I'm doing things that haven't been done before. I mean, they've been done before, but as far as my
not with your style.
Not with
not with the jazz area.
Not with the jazz
area flavor,
period.
Baby. Yeah, it's a different flavor.
It's just a different flavor. And we all have something to contribute. But instead of people being happy for you, they just don't. They're like, no, we don't. We want you to stay in this box. Yeah. Don't go nowhere. Don't be nothing and just stay right there.
It's a trip because now it's more. It's challenging to succeed now because nobody want to see the next major podcast. Nobody want to be the one that say, "Oh, I supported her."
Right.
Okay, you're gonna get the support from people that you don't know.
Yeah.
And then the others is going to jump on board. It's just
Right.
like my nephew Larry June.
Yes.
You know, he's one of the hottest artists in the Bay Area, just like LaRussell. Okay, he had to create his own lane.
Yes.
My nephew Larry June he's all on organic and eating healthy and just doing organic, authentic stuff.
Yeah.
And have created his own lane.
Yeah.
And people that's receptive to that, and most of them is not African American. Most of them is of different cultures and nationalities, but we don't care. That
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Man, I got 1 million people that's following me. I got 1 million fans, and everybody is contributing to the movement.
Yes.
And in the process of that, okay, we got African Americans too.
Yeah.
Okay, that came on late. Some of them was at the beginning,
right,
but some of them came on late.
Yeah, and that's okay
that's
too.
Okay too.
Because
it's
they'll
all
just
love. But some of the ones that some of your immediate friends is on now, but they wasn't overexcited at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because they have to see
the
process. They have to see the success. And that's fine.
And that you're not gonna stop.
Yeah, and you're not gonna stop.
Right.
And God got his hand on you.
Yeah.
See, when God is included and you get sincere with your relationship with the Lord, he gonna put his hand on it and gonna maneuver you where you need to maneuver.
Yeah.
It's just like me. Like, I'm Herm Lewis. And my status as Herm Lewis from the compilations was already here.
Right.
I was there.
Right.
And I'm just doing my little thing on social media, my little spoken word messages for me.
Right.
And for whoever want to be receptive to it. But that gives me an opportunity to express myself and keep my mind sharp, because I'm not an individual that's just going to pull up and just be running my mouth.
Right.
Okay. If I ain't got nothing to say, man, I can just sit back and watch the game.
Right.
Okay. But so when I'm speaking or I'm doing, it's something that I have studied.
Yeah.
And if I read it in a book and if it attract my attention, be like, man, I want to share this with the world. You know, I'm going to add my little flavor to it and put it out there.
Yeah.
But in the process of doing that, my nephew Larry June, he handpicked me like RBL did.
Right.
After 30 years.
Right.
He was 2 years old when I done my first album. And but when he was like 10 years old, he used to come to my house.
Right.
And at my house, I had all these posters, you know,
so
hip-hop
he saw
posters.
all of that, yeah.
And he used to come to the house and just be amazed. I had a little hip-hop room. And he told me not long ago, maybe a couple of months ago, like, Unc, I used to come to the house, man. I used to just be amazed at looking at your hip-hop room, you know, and so he handpicked me and put me on 7 of his last albums.
And see, people remember that.
Yeah.
You know, people remember if they saw something positive or heard something positive, and they remember negative too.
Yeah.
You know what? They remember all of that.
Yeah.
So that's so great that and then to see what he's doing now. You know what I mean? And that you had a contribution to that.
And man, and I love that. And I got to always mention that because he's so, and just like he's so real, and he got his strategy.
Yeah.
And some people was like, well, I could try to get with Larry. No, and I'm not a perpetrator.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit up here and advertise I can get Larry June and I can do that.
You say, no, we're not doing that.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting that pressure on me.
Right. Yes.
Okay? And I don't want you angry at me. Well, Herm, you said no. Man, he said he ain't gonna do that.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah. I'm not putting words in his mouth. I'm not making no commitments for that man.
Right.
Because I know he's busy.
Yeah.
And I know that he have seen the trials and tribulations of the music game.
Yeah.
From me, from RBL, to his daddy, Big Larry. We have all done music.
Yeah.
And so he grabbing all of the best parts from all of us and he putting it in his program and he applying it to his life. And he don't want to water down his brain.
Right.
And sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to step away and come back periodically when the opportunity is conducive or appropriate. You show up.
Yeah.
And he do that. But overall, man, you got to just keep rocking. And, you know, because everybody is not there to see you see your continued success. After you get so successful, and you done bought the Bentley, and you done bought the Porsche, and you done this, you done opened up the clothing store, and all of this.
Yeah.
After a while, people want to see the downfall now.
Yeah. That's a shame, too.
Yeah, it's a shame. But people want to see the collapse.
Right.
People want to see the devastation.
Right.
Okay, we've been cheering you on and seeing all this success for too many years now. And you know, I mean, so you got to preserve yourself.
Yeah.
To maintain the longevity.
And just keep it light.
Yeah, keep it tight.
So I want to close out with this because I have the miseducation of the Negro. And I had a little excerpt in here, and I just wanted to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay.
And for the people too, because I mean, this book came out in 1933, and it's just, you know, the same stuff applies.
Yeah,
so wake up.
Yeah.
But it says, although the Negro is being daily forced more and more by segregation into a world peculiarly his own, his unusually perplexing status is given little or no thought, and he is not considered capable of thinking for himself. What does that make you think about when I read something like that?
Not capable of thinking for himself. You know, it's like that right there is so oppressive.
Yeah.
So oppressive ideology.
Yeah.
To where, you know, you want to keep a black man oppressed, illiterate, with lacking confidence.
Yeah.
In today, you know, a lot of us have elevated above that. You, Jasmine, Jazz Area is elevating above that.
Yes.
Herm Lewis, Black Power is elevating above that. And a host of other individuals is elevating. And our objective, just like you said earlier, is to reach 1 million people.
Yes.
And encourage them to get out of this oppressive, defeated, unsuccessful, unproductive mindset.
Right.
From the 1930s.
Right.
And come on, man, the door is open.
Yeah.
We shining the light over here.
Yeah, because it's like they still think like this about you.
Yeah.
And it's not even about, it's not about race. It's more about, you know, class. And
And you know, you gotta elevate yourself.
Yes.
And get out of certain categories and know that the oppressor is going to continue to be the oppressor.
Right.
Okay. Racism is going to still be there.
Yeah.
Even though you're going to find, if you with 10 people, you may find 4 of them may be racist.
Right.
The other 6 may be genuine, wanting to be supportive, and don't approve of the oppressed way things are, and want to contribute to the upliftment of the human race.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so that's why I was saying, you know, you don't want to just exclude everybody because of their nationality.
Right.
Because but you got to be a good judge of character.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and I'm a good judge of character.
Right.
If you throwing off this racist vibe or this negative, uncooperative vibe, I'm gonna recognize it.
Right.
And I'm gonna disassociate myself or distance myself from you. You know, but yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you. I hope this won't be the last time. Thank you
No,
so
this is good. I
much
appreciate it.
for visiting with us.
Yeah.
What are you up to right now? What you have going on right now?
Man, right now, man, I just want to give a shout out to Jazz Area, baby.
Thank you.
We're right here in the Bay Area.
Yes.
Jazz Area, Jasmine podcast, man. Y'all tap in. It's all good.
Both from San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco, man. San Francisco Giants.
Yes.
But you know, what I'm doing now, I'm just, you know, I run a business.
Okay, yes.
You know, I got my janitorial business that's doing well. I just retired from recology after 23 years.
Yes.
First job I ever had.
Right.
You know, and that's another thing. I'm going to say this real quick. That's the first job I ever had. But even when I was in the music business, I was always seeking employment.
Yes.
Because if the music And my thing was, I used to tell the guys at my job, man, if I sell 1 million records right now, I'm not gonna just walk away from the job. I'm gonna put in a leave of absence.
Yes.
I'm gonna put in a leave of absence. But I just retired, man, and I'm just enjoying life. Being supportive of my daughter, looking out for the grandkids, and just being happy and
Yes.
praying to continue to stay healthy.
Yes.
And continue to acquire new knowledge on top of the old knowledge I have. We got to keep stacking knowledge.
Yes.
You got the old knowledge is still applicable.
Yeah.
And you just stack.
Yeah, that's the foundation.
Yeah,
You got to keep that.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for being
it's
here,
all
Herm.
good. I appreciate it.
And thank you so much, everyone, for watching Jazz Area. See you next time.
Peace.